Man, look at that. I know you like what you see right there. Pizza in a cast iron skillet. I'm David Griffin. If you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Today, I'm going to show you how to make pizza using a cast iron skillet, y'all. Now check this out. Let's deal with the pizza dough. You're going to need 3½ cups of bread flour, 1½ teaspoons of salt, 1¼ teaspoons of yeast, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and 14 ounces of warm water. You're going to mix all your dry ingredients together in a bowl. You see this? There go your flour. Next, we're going to put in our salt, then our yeast. You see that? Now, the thing is, you want to give that a good stir and separate everything and kind of put it all throughout. Then we're going to add in that warm water. Now, I like to stir stuff like this when I'm making breads and flour-based items, using the back of a wooden spoon because it doesn't stick too much. Then we're going to cover it and leave it in a warm place for about 2 hours. And this is what we get. You see, leaving it at 85 degrees, using yeast, and the right amount of warm water is going to give you this gluten structure. This is a no-knead dough, so you don't have to actually knead it. What happens is nature kind of does the kneading for you. You're going to turn your flour dough onto a work surface, right? Make sure it's floured so it won't stick to everything and just smear out and stick. Then you're going to, after it's floured up real nice, you're going to kind of work your dough. You don't have to in this recipe, but I choose to do it because it makes the pizza turn out a lot better. You see, it's a no-knead dough, and it does work without kneading like this. But this isn't true kneading. What I'm really doing is just stretching it, folding it, stretching it some more, folding it. I do that until I get a smooth, almost pearl kind of look to it, you see? Then once it looks the way I want it, I'm going to split it in half. And I'm going to take half that dough, and I'm going to put it in an olive oil greased bowl. You see this? Yeah. By doing this, it lets that other half be able to sit in the fridge or freezer for several weeks at a time. But hey, let's deal with this right here. You see that? Cast iron perfection, y'all. Hit that link right up there. I'm going to show you how to care for those and take care of these. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and oil up our pan. We use olive oil, okay? We're going to grease up the sides, real pan of that big pan. You see that? Now, we're going to coat the skillet with salt, pepper, garlic, oregano, rosemary, basil, and some cornmeal. The cornmeal in there may seem like the oddball, but what does the cornmeal do? It helps make sure this flour, this dough mixture, okay, does not stick. You see? That's what it does. It creates a surface, a secondary surface, to keep your dough from sticking as it cooks. The oil actually does the same thing as well, but this way, it even has that traditional pizza taste. Now we're going to take and just kind of rotate it in the air and let gravity stretch it out a little bit for us, and this is what I have. You should come out with something similar to this too. We're going to take our dough, we're going to drop it into our cast iron skillet, and we're going to press it around. You see how my hands go around? We're creating a lip at the edge as well. You're going to notice even some of that seasoned olive oil is going to come up around the edge of the lip. You see it? But that's all right. It's not a problem. That's letting you know you're going to have these perfect breadsticks at the edge. You see, why do we season it? Hey, you ever notice kids don't always eat the end of the pizza? Well, you season it right, they will. You smooth that out real good. You want it, as, in this case, for this type of pizza, as flat as possible. Hit the link right there. That's the link to my wife's version of this. Hers is the super OG deep dish version. Hers is awesome. Now, here's for our toppings. Pizza sauce, mozzarella, parmesan, pepperoni, black pepper, salt, basil, oregano, and rosemary. We do all these things to taste, okay? Now, for our sauce, that's regular crappy store sauce, but you spruce it up. What do? You boil it a little bit with a little bit of oregano, basil, salt, pepper. Then it kind of ups the level of the taste. You shouldn't have to doctor up pizza sauce if they call it pizza sauce, but hey, I still do it anyway. Now, it only takes about a few tablespoons, maybe 2, sometimes 3 tablespoons, to thoroughly coat your pizza. This is a 12.5-inch skillet, so you're dealing with a 12.5-inch pizza. So you're not going to need that much pizza sauce for it. So imagine that one can could probably do about 8 or 9 pizzas, 6 or 7 pizzas, depending on how much you want on there. Now, that's our Parmesan cheese. If you do too much, it'll be too salty. So I kind of keep that to a minimum. Then right here, we're doing our mozzarella cheese. You need that. Look at this. I go ham on the cheese, right? Nice. We take our pepperonis, we fill this out. I love pepperonis, don't y'all? Now we're gonna take some cheese. We're gonna put on top on there. Why? Because it's pizza, and why not cheese? Look at this. It already looked good. We ain't even put it in. We ain't even heated this up. Look at it. Now, let me show you what makes the cast iron skillet method that my wife showed me make sense. You put that on the stove, right? What you're doing is you're cooking the bottom of the crust. Look at that. Easy. Think about the premise. You're making the right pizza crust. I don't like my pizza crust too crispy, but I can control it. I start off with a medium heat, and I work my way up. It's even going to start cooking all the way through, and you might even see bubbles on the top like this, right? But you make sure you lift it up and you take a good look underneath, right? Just like we're going to do now. Look at that. For me, that's a perfect crust. For you, you might want a more crispy, more cooked in, more burnt crust. Now we take that 500-degree oven. We're going to preheat that. If your oven gets hotter, you do that. I put it up to the top, okay? Because it's only going to take, 2-4 minutes to cook. You see that? Don't take much. 2 to 4, okay? Now, you're going to take out this wondrous, beautiful pizza of a thing that you just made. Look at this. Man, it looked like you just went to a restaurant or something, y'all. Man, there was this pizza place I used to go to. I used to see like tons of huge cast iron skillets, and they did this on the top and then put them in the bottom, just like this. My wife, she made this recipe. She did this for us. And I'm paying homage here. Look at this. It's beautiful. X, what you doing over there? Yo, come here. You gotta try this. X? Yeah, I'm cutting it, man. Man, look at... Oh, man. There you go. Get that. Oh, man. Look, it's just... Look. Ooh, it's so beautiful. Look. Oh, man. How you feeling, X? Show 'em. Look at the crust. Oh, that's how you feeling, huh? Stringy cheese, pepperoni. Look at... All right, y'all. That's what's up. That's how you make a cast iron skillet pizza, y'all. Hey, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, y'all. You know that I need you. I'm out.